the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Jimmy Butler, the 30th pick out of Marquette back in 2011. Every season he's improved, and Shaq made a huge jump last year, didn't he?
Last year he won the Most Improved Player award. You know, he showed me he can get it done in the mid-range, around the rim, on the defensive end. He stepped up.
Yeah, that was a career year for him, all across the board. You know, he averaged 19 points, 3 assists, and he's still got plenty of room to develop, Ernie, because, he
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Milwaukee Bucks today. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Bucks, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the 5 spot. And he gets it to go.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here. Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
And here is Carter Williams following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Dunleavy, and it's Chicago scoring again.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
And here is Antetokounmpo. From deep. Gasol with the rebound.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
And, Greg, typically that kind of play comes back to haunt you because it really makes your teammates reluctant to make the pass to you if you're open.
Here's Carter Williams. The Bulls getting the bucket. And he gets it to go. Carter Williams has got 5.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Right wing. Corner shot. Dunleavy's shot is off.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. On its way from Rose for 2. Bank shot, no good. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, But I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Antetokounmpo, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Stolen by Monroe. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Rose passes to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Carter Williams. Again, Carter Williams missing.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And Parker with the block. Bucks trail by 3, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
.36 seconds left to play here in the first. And the wide open shot from Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Carter Williams. That's tipped.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and airballs the triple. That one was way off. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Bucks trail by 3. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And really the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
No good from Gibson.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right, because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Bucks trail by 6. Gasol with the steal. Here's Butler. Banked in off the glass. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Now Butler. Greg Monroe missing from long range.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Gibson against Antetokounmpo. Here's Butler. And again, Chicago. No good. Bucks trail by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Monroe. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And that one's good.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Chicago leading by 10. Rose attacking. That doesn't go either for Rose. Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Chicago ball. The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Shots good by Butler.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Bucks trail by 12. Inside, the drive by Monroe. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
There's not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
Butler kicks to Gasol. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Parker with the steal. Pass to Carter Williams. Shoots from the baseline. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Carter Williams has got his third basket of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Rose can't hit. Bucks trail by 10. Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now. Bulls shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Rose. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Bulls lead by 10. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Middleton can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Carter Williams. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Bulls leading by 8. And it's Gibson that time on the assist by Gasol.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, baby.
26 seconds left here in the second. Here's Gibson. And the shot falls short this time.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Outside Rose, takes the 3. No good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, it's a defense that's driven them in this game so far. They were high energy, high intensity, and it was that determination on D that's allowed them to jump out to this lead. Every stop they've made just seemed to pump them up.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now the third quarter about to get going. It's kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Parker out there with Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1. Shots good by Butler.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
They get it again. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Bucks trail by 10. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Both free throws good from Gasol.
And with Pau, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 14. Rebound by Parker.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
And a final point, guys, with Pau's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 7. Rose with the ball. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Rose has got 15 points. Now, Antetokounmpo, 5 points in the game. Middleton inside the three-point line, and that's going to be a travel.
There's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
Gasol, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From deep three-point range, Monroe down low. Gibson on him. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out, knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Wasted no time on that one.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago leading by 13.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Butler passes to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Pau Gasol.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped. To assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season, led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
Offensive rebound, a second chance effort, and it's laid in by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 points so far.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
They're very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bucks trail by 15, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. From deep, Rose rebounded by the Bucks. Parker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the